Yeah, it got bad.
Norm, you guys had 21 threes today. I think kept the turnovers to a pretty minimum for the most part. Is that kind of what you guys envision this team looking like when things are kind of clicking?
Yeah, definitely. I think that level of play, that confidence, that swag that we had, the energy that we brought tonight, offensively and defensively. Mainly offensively, just the way the ball was moving, wasn't getting stuck, making quick decisions, quick reads on what the defense was giving us, and finding an open guy.
John had obviously 15 assists tonight. Said he was going for 20. I think he mentioned there were a couple that he had to you that he really wanted you to make. Just what did you make of his game tonight?
I thought it was amazing. He was really seeing the floor well tonight. I definitely know what he's talking about too, and we were talking about it in the game. But he generates those type of shots for us. It's going to be really good for us going forward. Guys going to be able to get to their spots, knock down those wide open catch and shoots. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I think they're going to be the easiest shots I had tonight. He was able to get those for me wide open where I was at running the floor with him. So just continue to run with him and him reading the defense when he collapses and kicking out and be ready to knock him down.
Norm, that lineup with you and Reggie and John, it had struggled before tonight. Tonight things were a little bit better. I don't have any exact numbers. We're going with eye test here. What does Coach look for when y'all are on the floor together? And why do you feel like it went better tonight than it had previously gone?
I think Coach has been honest just about making plays and playing for each other, offensively and defensively. I think we're all clicking on that. Talking, communicating defensively, the different switches and coverages that we were in, trusting one another, trusting the pass. Offensively, Reg and John did a great job tonight in pushing the pace for us. And I like to get out in transition and run. And we're just making easy, simple plays. If a pass was there, we were making it. If a shot was there, we were taking it. If it was a drive, we drove. If defense came to help, we were kicking out. And that's the style of play we got to continue building.
Hey, Norm. I remember when talking to you a little bit at the Drew over the summer, you kind of mentioned that there were some things that, in part of your game that you didn't quite get to show last year. With this recent string of games that you've had, is that kind of what you're doing there? It's what do you kind of attribute to, how you kind of started the season as to, the way that you've been playing lately?
Just continuing to work the game, continuing to stay confident in the stuff that I worked on, we have a deep team, so just trying to play off of each other, and whatever the game is dictating. Each game is going to be so different. We got wide back now, so just trying to do what the team needs, and take myself out of it, of the things that I want or my desire I've worked for. It's about winning, and that's what I'm trying to do. When you win, everybody looks good, everybody gets some shine. So whatever the team is asking of me to do on a nightly basis, that's what I'm going to go do. So not as much as what I'm trying to prove anymore, just going out there and helping the team win, whether that's me scoring or playing defense, or being a guy on the bench talking to what I see out there. Whatever the team needs of me to do, I'm going to go out there and do it.
Hey, Norman. Coach Ty was talking about how today's game was the blueprint for, the rest of the season. What are your thoughts about that, and what are your focuses going into the rest of the season?
I think he hit it right on the head right there. Just the way we were playing, the energy that we had as a collective team. Whoever was on the floor, we were all talking, we were all communicating. We're making passes, we're playing for each other, and that's the style of basketball we got to play continuing going forward, because we have so many weapons and we play like that. It's going to be hard to beat us just because we have so many different guys that can do different things, and you can't focus in too much on one person. But, we know what PG and Y, with the attention that they draw, it's going to make everything easier for us. But I think that's the style of play that we have to continue to play going forward, and I think we'll be able to take this team to another level.
I noticed that you guys had a really good ball movement. It kind of stepped away from the ISO situations. Do you think you'll carry that on for the remainder of the season, or is it just game-to-game basis depending on the matchup?
I think we had to carry that on throughout the season. We obviously know who our ISO guys are, and the freedom that they have to play with that. You definitely need guys that are going to be able to get a bucket in tough situations. But if all of us are making the conscious effort to move the basketball and keep the defense guessing, it's going to be a lot easier for those guys when they have to ISO, when they have to send a double team, because everybody's flowing, everybody's knocking down shots, everybody's making the right reads. But definitely ball movements is going to take us to where we need to go, and then when it's called upon for those guys to be ISO players, it could be ISO players.